Hey, Steve Sleeper here. I like to watch Judge Middleton most nights after work. I find it very relaxing and it's kind of fun. And if I see something unusual, I'll share it with you. And today we're in small claims court. This one's pretty unusual. The defendant backed into the plaintiff's car, did quite a bit of damage, and the plaintiff, and this is something to keep in mind, she works in the prosecutor's office in the same building or same complex as Judge Middleton, St. Joe County. She's a child support investigator and a friend of the court caseworker. Now, friends of the court are officers of the court. So just make note of that as you're watching this video. And here we go.
All right, now we're going to do our only contested case. Are you Kristen Brandeis?
I am, yes, Brandis.
And are you Carly Friesen?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you, will you both please raise your right hand? That's your left hand. You swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do. Yeah.
All right, you just heard me dispose of 8 other cases, either by default or adjournment. Your case is actually a contested matter where there's 2 different versions of the story. You're in small claims court. Small claims is a separate division of the 3B district court, where you can sue for up to $7,000. There was an accident at the Centerville High School parking lot, and that was on September 18th of 2025. Miss Brandeis contends that her car was hit by Miss Carly Danielle Swartz Friesen, and that she was leaving the scene and they stopped, got her information. Defendant represented that she was covered by insurance, and it turns out she was not. So there are arguments that this is not covered by the no-fault statute because A, Ms. Friesen didn't have any insurance, and B, it happened in the parking lot of a school. And so Ms. Brandeis has supported or submitted evidence to show the amount of damages she received as a result of this accident. It doesn't take much. She has a quote from Chuck's Body Shop of Three Rivers. And that is the amount of $2,211.51. Parts, labor, taxes. That's the quote you have to repair your car. Is that correct?
Correct.
Have you actually had the work done?
I did. It was done, I believe, on October 22nd through the 24th.
So your automobile has been repaired and you're out this amount of money.
Correct. I paid out of pocket.
All right. Ms. Swartz Friesen, what's your response?
This whole thing was a bit of a mess. The parking at the school we weren't even parked in parking spaces. So I don't know if that was made clear on her end or even mine to be whatever. But so yeah, I was parked like everybody else, like a half circle, and she was parked more or less outstandingly, kind of behind me.
What event were you there for?
My daughter's cheer practice, and so we all kind of park on the grass in a half circle, kind of like a slant, at a slant. We're in the grass, and she was parked completely totally wrong from me at all. And so, yeah, when I went to back up, I backed right into her car. I didn't see it. Genuine accident. I also was not, I had no idea that my insurance was not on my car. It was coming out of child support, so I don't use that account. I don't look at that account. It's not even something that I notice. So I had no idea that it was stopped. So when she had made the statement that I had given her false information, sure, that may be true. But I didn't know that. That was not my fault. Was
All right,
not
well, tell
aware.
me that you didn't know that your insurance had lapsed?
No, I had no idea. I hadn't gotten any
All
information
right,
about that.
all right, well, your insurance is paid automatically out of your child support?
Yes, it's auto pay.
So the child support goes into an account and then you auto pay out of that account to your insurance company?
Yeah.
All right, and at some point that didn't happen, so your insurance lapsed.
Yes, because child support is kind of up and down and backwards and all around.
You don't always get it.
Yeah. And like I do, but it's like smaller amounts or it's less than what it normally is sometimes. So that's the problem there. And I have also have no problem paying um Kristen or whatever her name may be back. I have no problem doing that. But the issue that I have is she was kind of yelling at my wife at this game in front of children and mothers and grandparents alike. And that kind of set me off. It set obviously my wife off. That's not very professional. And then I didn't have Brandy's number. I didn't have her information. So when I reached her, she did not give me any information as to what her car was, how much her car was to fix. She let my wife know that. And didn't give any paperwork, gave no proof, gave nothing of that. Just kind of demanded out of her mouth that we owe her $2,000. Okay, well, I'm gonna want a little bit of proof. My car also has damage. I mean, my tail light, my bumper, I have her black paint smeared on my white car. So, there's damages on both ends. I understand hers is probably a little bit more severe. It was a whole door, whatever else it might have been. But yeah, I just so when I reached Brandy's, when I did finally get a hold of her, I called her workplace because I had no other way to get a hold of her. And the first thing she told me was that this was extremely unprofessional and that I had no business, I guess, technically calling her like this. But then she seemed to calm down a little bit. I calmed down a little bit. We actually kind of seemed to talk. And it seemed like we were on I thought what I thought was an understanding. And I messaged her my number to show her that I wasn't lying, I wasn't trying to hide anything, that this was genuinely me. She responds with thank you, and then I hear nothing, and then I get certified mail in the mail. And I'm like, okay, this is a little bit of a shocker. I didn't mind paying her. I just wanted a paper. I just wanted something stating that this was actually the cost of it. That's all I wanted.
Well,
And
that's not well, I'm gonna give you that.
so that's really where I'm at. Like I said, I'm not trying to be unfair or unreasonable, but yeah, it was a two-way street. I mean, there was words that were being exchanged that didn't need to be. There was things that happened that shouldn't have happened on both ends. And yeah,
My son was in an accident once. He ran a stop sign and hit a lady. We were insured, so we were covered by mini tort. And she was so mad at him. He was about 22, maybe. And she just berated him at the site of the accident. Police officer told him to go stand somewhere else because she was so upset. We did pay her the mini tort amount. So tempers can rage. But the bottom
And-
line is, this cost her $2,211.51 to repair her car. How much can you pay each month?
Well, I'm not 100% sure just because I do have wages being garnished already out of my check, due to something else. And also, I would like, if possible, the court fees to be covered by her or somebody else because I did try to come to an agreement with her. I did reach out to her. I did text her my number, my real number. I did try to communicate with her. I just needed a piece of paper stating that this is what I owed her. That's really all I needed.
All
I
right,
didn't
that's
need,
what this is.
so,
So I'm gonna give her court costs, but, Judge McManus used to make everything payable within 24 months. Judge McManus was judge here when you were about 3 years old. I took over 24 years ago, and he was the judge for 36 years before I got here. But he started the court, and he tried to divide everything essentially within at least 24 months. So I would expect that you would pay at least $100 per month regarding this. Are you able to do that?
that's fine. I can do that. Can I start that in January though? Cause I
Yes,
am getting
January
my,
15th
that would be great. I appreciate it.
and the 15th of each month thereafter. Now, you
Sounds
can
good.
pay more if you want to just get this over with. You get a tax refund, or you sell a car, or you win the lottery or something. But as long as you pay $100 per month, she can't pursue a garnishment.
Okay. That's fair.
Ms. Brandes, are you still at Pondview Lane?
I am.
Is that the new subdivision off Ash Road?
It is near it, yes.
All right, and Miss Friesen, you're still at Laura Court, Apartment D?
Yep.
All right. I'll send you each a copy of this judgment. You send $100 per month directly to her. I'd suggest you send it by certified check or money order. Again, if you want to get it done sooner, just pay it off with a tax refund or something. But as long as you pay that amount, she can't pursue any other collections. Ms. Brandes, do you have any questions?
If she doesn't send by certified check or money order and decides to send a personal check, let's say, and I don't feel comfortable cashing that, what are my options?
Well, if she sends you a personal check and you cash it, great. If it doesn't clear, then we've got other issues, including NSF check. But I would, before I reject it, I would at least attempt to cash it.
Okay.
All right, ladies, I hope everybody goes on from here. You probably won't see each other. You live in Three Rivers, she lives in Sturgis. I'm not sure what kind of cheer practice was going on in Centerville, but
Our children
It's
go to
not
school
like
together.
cross
So.
paths much anymore. All right, you're both free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think the defendant is dumb as a box of rocks and she's playing victim. She tried to leave the scene of the accident and trying to shift blame. So, what do you think? Leave something in the comments, let me know, and then hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, if the hype button pops up, hit that too. That'll really help me out. And thanks for watching the video.